Hello everyone. How many times have you seen phrases like Bunguyu, or for example Vanga predicted? But here's the thing. I often find comments under my videos. Bunguyu will have 1 million subscribers in a month. But months pass, and the predictions do not come true. I decided to dig into this story. Maybe Vanga didn't predict either? And what I found shocked me a little. Let's go! Vanga was born in Bulgaria in 1911. Legend says that at the age of 12, he picked up a tornado, threw it 100 meters, and blinded her. But in return, she received a prophetic gift. But in fact, all shit starts with the emergence of the story of Vanga. If you open any site about her life, then in any case you will see a story about a hurricane. This is 100%. What if? I'll tell you that there was actually no hurricane, and this was confirmed by meteorological reports. It cannot be that the whole city is quiet and calm, but it was in the place where the little girl played that the deadly storm began. Well, then why is Vanga and her family lying about this? Probably out of shame. And I will now explain why. The fact remains the fact. Police archives tell us that it was on this day in this city that a 12-year-old raped girl was found, and the inhabitants gouged out their eyes so that she could not identify them.
Coincidence? I don't think.
Years passed, and Vanga did not predict anything. But suddenly the war began. That war with Hitler. Everyone started to lose relatives. Everyone panics, and when you don't know what to do, psychics will help you. And don't say it's not true. People go to psychics only when they see no other way out. Then it all started for Vanga. She said that something came over her and she began to see everything. They say that she helped to locate the missing people, animals, pointed to all kinds of diseases, and predicted death. There was no internet then, but rumors spread with wild speed. Missing cat? To Vanga. Do you want to know the wedding date? To Vanga. Dick hurts. Go to Vanga.
Tell me, when will I find my love?
I know for sure that not this year.
Well, I know that too. Today, December 30th. What the hell?
There really was a queue for her, and she accepted everyone. Until the important officials in Bulgaria realized that a normal brand could be made out of Vanga and issued as a civil servant. The paper visit was high, and over a lifetime it was visited by more than 1 million people.
Are you the last one? I follow you.
Hello, this is Vanga Express. What will you order?
Good morning. Please, one prediction for tomorrow and weather forecast.
Don't you want to find love? Where do you think all the money went? Of course, to the city treasury, and a little bit the Vanga Foundation. And this is probably the first case of an officially working psychic. Back to the predictions. You saw them on the internet. There are plenty of them, 5,000 years ahead. For example, that Kennedy will be killed, that September 11th will happen, that the Chernobyl station will explode.
Yes, I remember I read it. She predicted it.
Now chill your asses. Vanga did not predict any of this.
She predicted everything. You are dumb. Check the info first. I'll find you and kick you.
Calm down, imbecile. Moreover, everything that you saw on the internet, these are all predictions with dates, years. Anyway, that's not true either. Vanga never spoke the exact dates. She never gave a date of death, for example. Not only was it not she who predicted all this on the internet, it was also incorrect. For example, the beginning of the Third World War in 2010. Or am I dumb and just didn't notice? According to the testimonies of her relatives, she never predicted wars and the end of the world. On the other hand, it's not so obvious, and Vanga really predicted the future, but a little differently than expected. There are, for example, several videos where she is Bunguyu.
Listen, you're sick in the head, but it is not a disease. You're just scared. All will pass. Then you will come to me in May, already healthy, and bring me an inexpensive gift.
I quote Vanga's real predictions. The world will survive many cataclysms. New diseases will come to us soon. And you know, it's really not to complain, she's right. Only it all reminds me a bit of Captain Obvious. Because what she predicted simply can't come true. But still, even in this situation, she is credited with a prediction that didn't come true. For example, the fact that Bulgaria will become the World Cup. Or the fact that Russia will send its troops to Chile. And it's not at all a fact that she predicted it, of course, because it was written in some local newspapers. For example, here Anatoly is building. A former journalist of Komsomolskaya Pravda came to her together with another journalist who asked for help from Vanga. She told her that she would never get married and never get pregnant, but in a couple of months. No, she didn't give birth. That would be really stupid. Came with a belly. And they tell her that she will never get pregnant. No, it wasn't like that. Anyway, in a couple of months, contrary to Vanga's predictions, she got married, then she already gave birth. Sorry, Vanga, not everything should be as you predicted. There was another. Here is such a story. In the book The Truth About Vanga, a case was described saying that the actor Vyacheslav Tikhonov came to her. She told him right on the doorstep that he was a moron, and the fact that he did not fulfill the last wish of his best friend Yuri Gagarin.
He told you to buy an alarm clock and put it on the table.
Then the actor allegedly became ill due to the fact that he forgot to do it and he quickly left there. But after some time, when everyone had already read this book and believed, the actor was asked if it was true, and he said, "Are you completely mad? What alarm clock? Nerds! I was not even familiar with Gagarin." It is possible that the author of the book fantasized this story because he saw Vyacheslav and Yuri sitting next to each other and thought that they were best friends. They sit next to. There were huge queues of important people even from other countries to Vanga, and they were all ready to tell her their whole lives just to get answers to their questions. And this is what KGB Colonel Yevgeny Sergienko said. Vanga was wrong a lot. But it was not customary to disclose, because she had a reputation as a healer, although in fact no one was cured. She searched for all the missing people, but could not help even the simplest consequence. Needed the reputation of the holiest grandmother in the world, and all in order to get information about those who communicated with her. That is why the version is not excluded that she was helped in predictions by people who were profitable to create such a reputation. Leaked information to her about each. That is why she sometimes hit the target with her predictions.
Tell me what's wrong with my daughter?
Listen up, how do you hear? His daughter graduated with excellent marks.
You have testicular cancer.
No, finished perfectly.
Perfect.
And in confirmation of this, one can cite the story of the main Russian whistleblower of psychics, Yuri Gorny. He sent reporters to her to see if she would predict anything real, and just in case, asked one of them to stick a band-aid. There. Right there. Like everything is bad. There. Before the meeting, Vanga's bodyguards invited the guests to the bath. Drink, take a steam bath, assess the situation.
What do you think?
Vanga at the meeting said that one of them had problems. There. Although there was no problem. Vanga died in 1996 from breast cancer. She did not want to have the operation, told the doctors that she would live for another 3 years. Didn't even guess. And died a few months later. Well, what can I say? No doubt Vanga made some predictions, and they're all vague. They need to be thought out. Of course, Bulgaria used this poor old woman and made a lot of money. Tourism took off after all, but how can you blame that grandma? All her life she spent in shit and poverty. Her father was drinking, and in the end she experienced what you would not wish on the enemy. So that everyone earns as they can. Was she really a prophet? Here everyone decides for himself. And please do not try to read Russian websites with Vanga's predictions. Everywhere the same fake predictions, lies, everything for the sake of views. The main thing for me is to tell you the truth, my friends. I hope people stop reading all sorts of heresy on the internet and finally start thinking with their heads. I would like to believe, but it's hard to believe. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tell your friends. And also share your opinion in the comments. There. Bye everyone.
Completely forgot to say. Create a YouTube channel in 2023.
What else is YouTube? Grandma, you are completely crazy.